Well, hey guys and gals, it's Hex here again, and today it's episode 18 on the Blockheads server. So today what we're going to be doing, I want to continue working on this castle, but the part of the castle that I want to work on is decorating this upstairs area. So this is supposed to be a throne room, and so far this is our throne. It is the derpiest throne ever. No, it's just a placeholder for a throne. If that was a throne, I would unsubscribe from my own channel. Anyway, so moving on, what I want to do is in this room and in this room, potentially build some map rooms. So I think that those would be really nice rooms to have a great big map on, maybe a cartography table, maybe working on things. I might make this like the banner room. I might also make it an enchanting room. I'm not sure. I kind of want to put the enchanting room downstairs in the basement, but I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's where we're at. Also in here, what I want to do is put a few of these lectern-y things so that we can have some written record of what we're up to, or just they look cool, I guess. Let's see. Some other things I'd like to do. I'd like to decorate these hallways. Perhaps a painting or two would work. I would like to decorate some of these rooms here. Some of the little ante-chambers, ante-rooms, is that what they call them? In our stairway. I would like to decorate my room more than just this bed, although the bed I think looks pretty cool, but I'd like to put banners on it and stuff. I would like to decorate a bunch of stuff around the castle. Around the castle. I would also like to learn how to talk, so if you know a speech pathologist in the area, if you would please contact them and tell them that I'm looking for free speech lessons. That would be great. Oh yeah, I don't think I showed you guys this yet. I did set up a temporary place for the heads. So we've got some heads in here. They didn't go very far around the deal, but it is nice to be able to see all of the heads that I've collected. I'm sure Wafflestick would prefer that the heads were somewhere else. So I'm probably going to be making a hall of heads in a different part of the castle, but for now I just wanted to display them somewhere, so this seemed like a good spot. Also, I've decorated the walls in here with I've put some stone brick, some cracked stone brick and some stone in here, and then also this little bit of grass was here already, so I just kind of bone mealed it and got some grass growing, and then I decided to do a second one of those over here, just to make it look like that was intentional. And so I think I really actually like that. I've never done like a bit of grass in a hallway before, but I think it kind of makes sense. Well, guys and gals, I apologize, but somehow I lost several clips of what I've been doing. So I'm just going to have to catch you up with what I'm doing. I have no idea how I lost the clips, but I am the blockhead, so you know. Anyway, in this room, what I have done is I've created a nice space for us to brew some potions and to make some banners. So this potion brewing system is very, very much manual. It's kind of semi-automatic, I guess. However, basically what we have is we've got a little water source right there, and then here's a barrel for some items, and then this barrel also has this on here, and what that does is it is locking this hopper that is right here that's keeping the items from, or the water bottles or the potions from going into an output chest. And so then when I click this, then our potions will go into this chest. And then what we can do is flick this and then reload some water bottles for the next brewing. Also, we've got a hopper here that we can put the items in order so that we can brew like 3 at a time, kind of semi-auto. Over here we have just a little barrel with some dyes and a barrel with some different banners I was working on, and then also a place for some plants right here for these flowers so that we can get some of the dyes directly from this room. And also I think those plants kind of add some color and interest to this room. I added a carpet in here because the floor seemed a little blank, but I don't like the color. I'm going to change this to a more muted tone, maybe a green or maybe like a blue or something, but something that's not quite so bright as this white, but I'm going to get to that later. I also made a few banners here that I think look cool. I really like this one right here. And I was thinking that maybe that could be like the banner for the castle and the town. I don't know, I kind of have to get Wafflestick's thoughts on that. But I made a few of these banners and I put them up around just to kind of see what banners would look like in here, and I think that looks pretty good. Also, I made myself a hex banner right here. So this is me, so it's kind of like an H shape, and then also it has my new eyeball right there. Obviously, this room has been decorated, so I created a throne, and somehow this minecart right here got a little bit askew, and I'm not sure how that happened. I think Wafflestick may have come in here and messed with it, or maybe it just loaded in weird, but the minecart was like perfectly aligned on there, and then now it's a little bit funky. But the minecart lets us sit in here, obviously, and reign upon the throne in style. I like this throne a lot. I like the gold in it, and also the prismarine. It kind of reflects the castle itself. Over here, what I did is I made a book with some historical records. So it just kind of says some things that we've been doing today. And then here's a blank one. And then I set up some armor stands, but I haven't completely filled them, just to kind of have some armor in here. It seems very castle-y to have, you know, armor stuff around. And then over here we have some project planning stuff. I'm not going to go over this entirely, but basically this book is peak projects presently pertinent, presumably possible. Anyway, things we want to do. And here's some things that we want to do in here, and that's just for me to kind of keep my brain around like what we're working on, and then also for Wafflestick to add stuff. And then I'm not really sure what this one's going to be, but it's another blank book. Last thing that I did is I put a bunch of lanterns. I guess it's not the last thing because there's other stuff. I put a bunch of lanterns up here, so I added lanterns to this room, moved them around. I moved these lanterns up by a block. I think they look better up there. Just for lighting in here, I think the lanterns fit very well with the castle theme, and also provide a decent amount of light so that we don't have to have torches on the floor everywhere. And hopefully we won't have creeper issues in this part of the castle. In this door, there's a map room that I got started here. So in the map room, we have a map right here. So this is kind of a little bit more zoomed out map of our island. You can see that we're pretty much standing right there. I don't know how to get rid of that dot. I need to look up the 1.14.15 mapping mechanics and stuff, and mess with maps a little bit more, because I haven't been messing with maps since 1.14 came out, actually, which is kind of crazy, but I haven't. Over here we have a much more zoomed in map. So this is our castle right here, and then we have our village, of course, and then our upper village, our stables, this right here, and then right here is the bridge where we built that minecart track, and then right here this is the berry farm, and over here is the abandoned town, and then we've kind of got a tree farm here, just to kind of show us what the overlay of the land looks like. Also in this room, I just hung a few of these treasure maps on here just to have something on the walls. Eventually, I'll probably replace these with more maps of our areas, and also I'd like to do a map of the what do you call that thing? The industrial area, the industrial island that's out way over there off in the distance that we've been working on. Mostly Wafflestick has been working on, but I did a couple things in there. So that can go here as well on one of these, but I just haven't done those maps yet. And then here we have our cartography table, one of those, and then a barrel to keep some supplies in for mapping. So that's this room. I'm also considering carpets in here. I'm definitely not going to go with white, but I'm just kind of thinking about the placement of the carpets and do I like it? I think I do. Some lanterns on the ceiling. And the last thing I think that I was doing in the other clips that got lost was up here in our attic area. What I decided to do was put in a nether portal. And I'm actually going to change this because I don't like the nether portal up here at all. For now, I'm just going to tear this one out. So what I'm going to do is take the nether portal and actually move it in the basement so that it's really handy for coming in and out of where we have our storage room. So I'm actually going to get on with that right now and break this thing, and I'll show you where I'm going to put it in just a little bit. So we have placed it in. So basically where this is here's our sorting area, and then here is the nether portal, and it's working just great. It's all linked up to the one in the nether. Let me show you that one because it's a little bit different design than the other ones I've been doing. Basically, yeah, it's super tall. And I very much like that, and I'm going to actually make all of these super tall eventually. So let's see. The next thing that I wanted to do was decorate some more stuff. So I'm going to decorate some more stuff and show you what I end up doing. Okay, I think the middle 2 floors are now done. So one thing that I did was I combined the 2 banners that I liked into one single banner. So we still have that pattern with the flower and the little, whatever it's called, the diamond looking thing. And then it also incorporates some of the colors from the other one. And I think that this one looks pretty good. I still haven't been able to show it to Wafflestick yet because he hasn't been on at the same time as me in quite a while. But I think that he'll like that one. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Anywho, I finished decorating this room. I don't even remember what it was missing, but I've got these little swords here, and we got all the lights in. Down this hallway, I put in some of these, the little stripped whatever they are, and then we've got some more banners. I did a few paintings on here. I know it's kind of lame to like do paintings as decoration, but I actually think that it fits and works really well in this particular thing. Also, I put these trapdoors on here, and they're just trapdoors. They just hang out, and they are trapdoors, and I think they look great. For some reason, it adds a lot of ambience and nice, just a good feel to the hallway. Not really sure what it is. Maybe the texture of it adds a lot, but yeah. Let's see, over here, we've got these sort of roundish semicircle rooms, and this is what I ended up doing in this one, and then in the other one, it's the same thing. And I like this quite a bit. I think it looks good. Upstairs on the next level up here, what we have some decorations here, just some plants and some things. I really like these as like planter boxes. This has like a woody and dirt kind of texture to it. So I think that those work really well as like a planter box. And then, yeah, some nice little flowers, some more of these banners hanging around. And I did some more of the same thing where I put some trapdoors on the wall. Out here, I did just a little bit of decoration. I didn't want to overdo it out here and put like a bunch of furniture because it's really convenient to fly into the castle from these ends. And yeah, and then these things kind of look like open doors, if you will, there and there. This room is completely empty still because this is Wafflesticks to decorate, and so is this little chamber here. In my little chamber, what I decided to do is to throw some barrels. I still need to put a few more, and then maybe some more on this side or something, just to kind of make it be like a little storage area for, I don't know, whatever, snowballs, whatever. In here, I decorated this a little bit. I put some more plants and a couple more paintings, and yeah, I changed the color of the bed from spruce wood to this nice oak, and I think that it looks really good in here now, and this is a good place to take a nap. Anyway, up here, what I think I'm going to do is I think that I'm going to build separate rooms up here, like smaller rooms. I'm not really sure what those rooms would be for, but I think that having it be that way is going to be a lot better use of this space. Okay, so here's my layout up here. These are going to all be walls, of course, and I think I like this. We've got so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different rooms that we could use for whatever. It could be storage rooms. We could make enchanting rooms. I don't know. Whatever we want to make. All right, I've got the majority of the upper portion here done as far as the roughing out of everything. So the major elements. Okay, so I finished the major elements of the upper portion here, and I think it's looking really good. I like this a lot. I've got kind of the same thing going on with these trapdoors and the archways. I like these archways quite a bit, and same kind of thing with the lanterns and the whatever those things are called, fence posts, whatever. And then up here, what I did is I created a ladder system that'll take us up to this area. There's just a little bit of space up here. I don't know if it's worth even putting anything in here, but maybe having a pet spider might be fun. I always wanted a pet spider in my attic for some reason. I digress and go up to the next level. So this takes us up into the central tower and then up into its sort of parapet thing, if that's what you call it, and then all the way up into the top of the tower here and the spire or whatever. So that's kind of cool. And then I did the same thing in the left and right towers out the front. I went ahead and put ladders up so that you can access all the way up to the top of these as well. And yep, so you can get in here, and that's pretty cool. So you can kind of look out, shoot arrows, that sort of thing, and look down at the city. Nice. Yeah, so that's really good. So that means we have 6 rooms that I have no clue what to do with. I was going to just put beds and like decorate them as rooms, but maybe they have a use. So I'm not going to do that just yet. I do need to make a window here, obviously. But I think the next thing that we should do is work on this tower here and work on decorating it. So I'd like to redo the staircase, like I've been saying, in spruce. And then I'd like to put just a few little decorations on each level. I'm thinking things like hay bales and barrels and things that, you know, might be sort of stored in a tower like this. I'm going to work on some of those things and give you another progress update. Okay, so I have swapped out all of these oak wood blocks for spruce wood stairs here, and this is looking a lot better. I think that this is much more consistent. I don't know why, that one just looks darker to me. Weird lighting glitch. That's that. And then the other major thing that I did is I decorated this room. So let me get to the front here. Well, I decorated most of it. Actually, I had a couple things to do. But I put a ton of these banners in here to give it some color, and I really love it. I know it's kind of overkill with the banners, but just the amount of color in here that it adds really helps to break up the gray. I did a big old hanging lantern thing in the middle here. I think it might be overkill with the lanterns also, but I like it. You know, you got to go with what you like. If you don't like it, then why do it? Anyway, I decorated the table, so we've got our snowball plates, we've got our flower pot cups, and we have regular flower pots down the center. These were the only flowers I had in my inventory that fit in flower pots, so I might change these out eventually for some different flowers. But I like the cornflowers. I think they look good. It might be better to have like the daisies. Is it the daisies? Well, the yellow ones anyway. Some yellow ones in here. Instead of these cornflowers to kind of bring in a little bit more yellow. But I don't know. It looks good. It looks good. On the sides here, oh yeah, I forgot to show you this thing before I talk about the sides. I built a fireplace back here. Now, I tried to incorporate prismarine with the stone. I don't know if I like it or not, but I definitely like the fireplace idea itself. There's something about the prismarine with the stone brick. I think I either need to go all prismarine or all stone brick or something to make this look better. But yeah. Anyways, what I was going to do over here was I have a little fire pit set up in the middle here, and I really like this. What I wanted to do around it, though, was add a few chairs of some sort. So I don't know if I'm going to do some benches around here. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't know. Yeah, that's okay. And then have this right here. Just some places to sit. That's one thing that Minecraft is really missing. You know, I want to be able to sit down. Mojang, you need to work on that. You need to work on that. I kind of can't wait till Hightail comes out, because in Hightail you can sit down. That's not too bad. Or maybe I just need the 2 chairs, and then back here we'll do like some plants or something. Yeah, that might look good. That might look good. All right, let me tinker with this a little bit, and I will be, I'll let you know what I come up with. So I have figured out these little areas. I think that something really simple like this is the way to go. So what I did is I put in, of course, some leaves and stuff and some flowers and stuff over there. I had those 2 chairs that I made earlier, and then I added around the fire these 4 prismarine, well, they're actually slabs, but these 4 prismarine blocks that are like lower, that are like ground level. I think that adds a little bit to the fireplace, and it makes it look nice. I did the same thing over here, except I did not use sunflowers, because the sunflowers, you would only see the back of them, which is quite silly. But anyways, yeah, so they look pretty good. I think this area looks really nice now. Also, what I did is I fixed up the fireplace a little bit. I like this a lot better, doing all prismarine in the bottom and then some prismarine going up. I think that works probably the best as far as this particular type of fireplace. So I like that very, very much. And then we have, I did some plants over here. The reason I did that was because I wanted to cover this prismarine block, which needs to be there to see the outside, to make the outside look right. But it kind of interfered with the fireplace, so then I just covered it up with some leaves. Also, I did a bit of like random decorations in the stairway. So each level kind of has a few barrels, some stuff like this, some hay bales, pumpkins, things like that. My thought was that if this is a medieval castle, maybe they just have like, this is where they store their random crap in this little stairwell. That kind of makes sense to me. And then, yeah, these things. And then, yep, this level's a little bit less because you have to be able to get to this door right here so that I have roof access for whatever reason. I want roof access. And then going on upwards, we've got this level here, which is kind of fun. And then we're going up and 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 up. And then at the very top, we have, you made it. Was it worth the climb? Because I'm not sure what to put in here. I had a thought that maybe we could put some sort of launcher in here where like you would get into like a water stream and get launched out the top of this thing with some sort of redstone contraption pulling a block back that would launch you out so that you can be really high up in the stratosphere and not have to use a rocket to get up there, and you can get some good distance out of your elytra. Anywho, yeah, the other thing that I did that I don't think I've showed you yet is I've experimenting with our system here. So basically, let me go ahead and throw my shovel in here, and there we go. Okay, so basically what's going on is that on this one over here, we have these ugly hopper. Well, they're not ugly, but I mean, we have these hoppers here and then this dropper here, and it kind of interferes with the aesthetic of the underlying thing. And you notice this is the one I just came through, and it does not have that. So what I did is, let's see if I can get back here. What I did is I moved the hopper line back a bit. So back one block, and then the dropper is actually pointed into a block here that is actually, it allows the entity to actually go through that block because it has nowhere else to go. And so, yeah, so that's been working really well. And then also I moved the minecart, the hopper minecart at the top where the item falls into, to the corner. Let me show you that. So that hopper minecart used to be underneath here, and that's where I put all the other ones. But now it's actually underneath this corner right here. I don't want to open it. Let's see, can I? No, it's not going to do that. No, I want to get outside. Fine, I will use the door like a normal person. Anyway, so the actual, let's see if I break this, if I can catch the block. Nope, of course not. So sad. The hopper minecart is actually right here underneath this block here. And so that is causing it to be a lot more stable, because before the other ones on the other side here, now I can do it. The other ones on the other side, like this one is actually not working right now because, yeah, if I throw this right here, the minecart moved back just a little bit, and that's happening because when the player falls, they like bump the minecart. So by putting it in the corner here, it's been a lot more stable. Could you please? There we go. So by putting it in the corner, yeah, it's been working a lot better. Okay, all fixed. Anyway, yeah. What I'd like to do though right now is I'd like to start working on the outside here. I want to do something with this exterior, and I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I sort of want to have a pathway going through here all the way around, and then plants and lighting things around it. So I was kind of experimenting with putting some plants on the side of the castle. I don't know if I like these at all. I kind of don't like them. I was also thinking about maybe putting some vines on the outside of the castle, but I don't think I like that idea either. Something just occurred to me up there. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, as what seems to be quite normal in this particular episode, I lost a couple more clips. I don't know what is going on with my screen capture software, which I shall not name. OBS. Anyway, for some reason it didn't record. But as you can see, I have in fact decorated the exterior here. I did a very simple, but I think quite effective pathway all the way around here. And I just did a few bushes here and there. And I did just the pathway. And then, of course, these lanterns and stuff to make sure that we have illumination so that we don't have any mobs spawning. And yeah, I think this looks really good. This is actually very close to what I wanted. So that's really good. Yeah, so all the way around we have that. And then underneath these bushes, what I did is I put some jack-o'-lanterns because Wafflestick apparently secretly made a pumpkin farm that I discovered. It's not a very big one, but it's just perfect for what we've got going on the server right now as far as members. And so, yeah, so we have some extra lighting here. I haven't had a single mob spawn in the outer courtyard here at all, so that's pretty nice. The other thing that I did that I recorded, like I was explaining and blah, 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 is this area here. Now this, if you remember correctly, did not have a skeleton in it. What are you doing down there, buddy? You're not supposed to be there. Huh. I'll have to look into that. This area right here was just kind of open and unfinished. And what this is it's the tunnel that takes us to our gatehouse, or actually from the gatehouse to the rest of the castle. So this gatehouse was totally unfinished. I finished it out. Well, I didn't completely finish it, I would say, but I, at least put something in here. We've got the stone kind of around the main gates here. And then we have these little pillar things right here. Those are for people to stand on and maybe shoot arrows down to the invading army if this was a real castle that required defending. And then this tunnel right here is just very similar to the tunnels that we're doing in the rest of the castle. Some trapdoors. I don't know why I keep shooting arrows. Some trapdoors along the sides here, and the archway, and then it just comes through this area, and then you turn right and up the stairs past the zombie noises and up into the courtyard. So it's working just perfectly. And yeah, there is one little thing about this. There is a secret entrance right here. If I pop that down and then I pop this down, I can crawl through here. Oop, there we go. And I am in the basement of the castle. So I think that's kind of cool. I was going to do like a secret door. Could you please, zombies? I don't know where these zombies are. I was going to do a secret door of some sort to get us so that we can have a secret door, like a secret, like a redstone thing. But I just decided to do that for now. I might turn it into a more elaborate redstone type door. But I actually quite like the mechanic of being able to sort of swim on the ground through a one wide hole. I think that's actually pretty cool. So, yep, boop, yep. You got to just stand in the right spot, though. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. I think that's very interesting. Interesting stuff. Okay. Alrighty, well, unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for this episode. I wanted to finish a couple extra things, but I think that that's going to actually wrap it up as far as the amount of footage that I have and everything. But we made quite a bit of progress, believe it or not, in this episode. The castle is almost completely done. Well, this portion of the castle anyway is almost completely done. I just have a couple of more redstone things I want to do to it. And then I think that we can move on to a different project. So that'll be nice. We've spent quite a bit of time here in this castle. So, well, guys and gals, this has been Hex. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget about those talking lessons I mentioned earlier. Don't forget to leave a like, a subscribe, and a share, or all that kind of good stuff. That helps out the channel. I appreciate that very much. But more importantly, I hope you're having an amazing, awesome, stupendous day, and God bless.